What's up, friends, and welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for coming back to join me for part 2 today of Back to the Future. Super excited to get into this one. Loved the first one, just such a super fun movie, had a great time, loved the acting, the music, the story, and so excited to see what they do different this time. Obviously last time they went into the past, and this time they'll go into the future, it looks like. Well, I do know that because I have seen this movie one time several years ago, and I don't really remember anything. And so it'll be almost as if I'm watching it for the first time. So I'm excited to see it and hope you guys are excited to see me react to it. If you're returning and subscribed, thank you so much. Appreciate your support. It means a lot. And if you enjoy the video by the end, if you could leave a like, that would help me out a lot as well. Helps the channel grow and reach more people. Definitely appreciate all of you who've been doing that. And let me know in the comments what you think of the movie yourself, how you'd rank the trilogy, and perhaps any other movies that you'd like me to react to as well. And if you're new, thank you so much for joining, and love to see you back again and subscribed. And if you turn on that notification bell, you'll know exactly when I upload these videos. And so without further ado, let's get into the second part. So based off the ending of the first movie, I'm guessing we will see a lot more of his girlfriend in this one, since she was going with them. So it'll be interesting to see more of her character, picking up right where we left off. He's not allowed to get a good kiss in this series.
Like DeLorean?
And after seeing his character in the first one, it's so satisfying that Biff is that's Biff's character now. Fortunately, we haven't reached this point yet.
I wonder where we live. I bet it's a big house with lots of kids and how many kids?
She just Men in Black her.
Don't worry, she's not essential to my plan.
I guess we won't see her then. Anytime I see rain in a futuristic setting, I always just think of Blade Runner.
Within 2 hours of his arrest, Martin McFly Jr. was tried, convicted, and sentenced to 15 years in the state penitentiary? Within 2
Yikes.
hours?
Stakes are pretty high this time. Ooh, I like the cars of the future. Jaws 19. I'm surprised they got a 19th one after how bad the 18th one was.
Shark still looks fake.
Steven Spielberg poking fun in his own movie. I wish there were more cafe 80s in the future. Retro stuff like that, it's hard to come by.
All I want is a Pepsi.
Marty loves his Pepsi.
Hey, McFly!
Oh my gosh. He's mean again.
What do you think? Griff just called me Grandpa for his health?
He's Griff.
Griff. The names are just getting worse.
Guys, how's it going?
Oh no. It's the same issues all over again.
Okay, Griff. I'll do it. I'll do it, buddy, whatever you say. Stay down and shut up.
Oh, he's risking a lot showing his face.
What's wrong, McFly? Chicken?
Oh, the forbidden insult. Similar shot to the first movie.
Hey, stop! Little girl, stop! Look,
If that was 2015, he'd be in big trouble.
He's on a hoverboard!
Not quite to that level, but we did get some hoverboards. Everyone acts so strange in 2015. It's definitely a different comedy style than the first one. Can tell already.
60 years ago!
wait a minute. Cubs win World Series. Against Miami?
The Cubs did win, not against Miami though. Still pretty crazy.
Now this has an interesting feature. It has
Oh, genius.
Hey, Doc, what's going on?
Stand by, I'll park over there!
Yeah, all right.
Uh-oh. He recognizes the car. Biff's gonna screw everything up. Hey, we're good now. We're Gucci. I have a feeling Jennifer's gonna be gone now, though.
Hey, Scott!
I knew it wasn't gonna be that easy. Elon Musk needs to hurry up and make flying cars a reality.
Just take it easy and you'll be fine. And be careful in the future.
Nice line.
I'm in the future.
Oh gosh. I thought things were gonna get real bad for a second.
What happened to Grandpa?
Oh, he threw his back out again.
How's Granddad's little pumpkin?
Oh my gosh. Can't imagine how that'd help with your back, but what do I know? I'm not from the future.
And then he ended up in an automobile accident.
Oh, you mean with the Rolls Royce?
That's fine, Jennifer.
I don't believe it. I live in Hilldale.
He left the keys in the car. That's risky. Oh, here he comes just to mess things up.
That'll be $174.50.
Taxis are expensive in the future.
He's feeling sorry for himself.
Hey, Mom, nice pants.
I don't really
That was a close one.
109.87 in Weather Channel.
Some people do be watching TV like that, though.
Lithium mode on.
That's better. Damn kids.
Michael J. Fox is really showing his range in this one. I have seen the reverse of that, where you walk around an imaginary dog. This is about as bad as it could get.
Hey, pizza. Oh, all right. Just wait.
Hey, even in the future, nobody out pizzas the Hut. Remember that. That's legit.
Unless you want everyone in division to think you're
Chicken.
No, not chicken.
Welcome home, Jennifer.
Oh no. We're all screwed up now.
the other great mystery of the universe. Women.
The true mystery indeed. If you change stuff in the future, though, does it affect the past? It shouldn't, right? So everything should still be the same, I would think. Oh, unless what Biff went back and did changed things.
Don't worry, she'll be fine.
I remember bars being on these windows.
Biff created the worst possible timeline. But there is good dogs, so that's a plus. This took quite an interesting turn.
Hey, wait a minute. What are you doing in my room? Wait a minute.
What? If anyone could have turned a great place into a wasteland, it would have been Biff.
Do you remember you gave me detention last week? Last week? The school burnt down 6 years ago.
How far back did Biff go? Oh my goodness, this guy. Apparently Biff is a Mad Max fan with all the bikers and the futuristic tanks.
Inside, you will learn how Biff Tannen became one of the richest and most powerful men in America.
Hate this guy.
And relive Biff's
my
happiest
gosh.
moment, as in 1973 he realized his lifelong romantic dream by marrying...
No, oh my, this got even worse than I could have imagined.
Mom, is that you?
Just relax, Marty. You've been asleep for almost 2 hours.
Wait, is he Biff's son in this timeline?
Mom? Mom, that can't be you.
Yes, it's me, Marty. Are you all right?
I'm fine. It's just that you're so...
Naughty Marty. Marty and Freud really would get along quite well.
Look at him. He's a butthead just like his old man was.
Oh, so he's the stepdad.
Maybe you'd like to have all 3 of your kids behind bars just like your brother Joey. One big happy jailbird family.
I think the first one was just like a happy, enjoyable movie with the enemy, if you will, just being a race against time. This one has like a legit villain, and Biff is quite menacing.
How can you leave Dad for him?
Did his dad die?
Where's George McFly?
Marty. George, your father is in the same place he's been for the past 12 years.
Shoot.
Oak Park Cemetery.
They had me fooled for about the first 20 or so minutes, and then it took quite a dark turn. I thought it was going to be very similar to the first one, but just in the future.
The public library to try to make sense out of all the madness. The place was boarded up,
Dang,
shut.
Biff really murdered him.
Attaboy.
What a good boy.
It's the top of Biff's cane. I mean, old Biff from the future.
Correct. It was in the time machine because Biff was in the time machine.
Dang, and they won't be able to know when Biff traveled to because they've already traveled since then, so the last visited will just be their last trip.
The almanac.
This guy Bold walking around in public with that.
None of this would ever happen.
Oh, that's all in the past.
You mean the future?
Whatever. It demonstrates.
Right, so we go back to the future.
Name drop.
This has happened to me.
Everything is bad.
What the hell's going on? What the hell are you doing in here?
Biff, you unfaithful swine.
November 12th, 1955. That was when.
November 12th, 1955. That was the date I went back. That was the date of the famous Hill Valley lightning storm.
You know your history.
Good save. That was close.
I thought you crashed into a manure truck.
How do you know about that?
My father told me about it.
Your father?
No, so he was covering
Before
it
he
up.
died.
Oh, yeah, right.
Marty's quick on his feet. He's almost had a few major slip-ups.
Oh, and he told me one more thing. He said someday a crazy, wild-eyed scientist or a kid may show up asking about that book. And if that ever happens... Funny. I never thought it would be you.
Yo, what? Dang, he's actually trying to kill him. Good thing he's not the best shot. This one's much more intense than the first one. Was Doc there with the man, the DeLorean? Yes. Oh, that was mega clutch.
We're not going back now.
Yep.
Doc, what about Jennifer? What about Einstein? We can't just leave him here.
Don't worry, Marty. Assuming we succeed in our mission, this alternate 1985 will be changed back into the real 1985, instantaneously transforming around Jennifer and Einie.
We're getting into some real crazy time stuff right now. I like that they park it behind the same
It's like
sign.
I was just here yesterday.
You were here yesterday, Marty. You were.
We were all here yesterday.
From 1955. The younger me that helps the younger you get back to 1985. Remember the lightning bolt at the clock tower?
Yeah.
That event doesn't happen until tonight, so you must be very careful not to run into your other self.
This is blowing my mind.
You guys just got a kill switch on this thing. You just gotta have the right touch. Nobody can start this car, but...
There's that sneaky idiot.
For a $300 job? You have lunch and I gotta get a case of oil out of you for $300.
Man, you'll be real lucky if he doesn't check that. Oh, right in the goods.
Pretty nice dress for you, Rain. Although I think you look better wearing nothing at all.
This guy's such an idiot. I hate him. Which I guess the movie does a good job of making you hate him, so props to the writers.
Very nice. Thank you very much. Now why don't you make like a tree
And get out of here.
It's leave, you idiot. Make like a tree and leave. You sound like a damn fool when you say it wrong.
All right then, leave.
Oh, that. Oh, I was like, oh, that was so fortunate.
And until then, keep it on you, like this. Hey, what are you doing?
Old
Don't tell
Biff is
anybody
smart.
about
I'll give him that.
Now I'll get home when I get home.
Oh. And now Marty can't mess with him at the dance because he needs to let his dad pull the same stunt from the first movie. Marty's snake level is easily 100.
Marty, you must be extremely careful not to run into your other self.
Oh, Doc's gonna run into his other self.
Remember, your mother is at that exact same dance with you. The consequences could be disastrous. Excuse me, sir. Yes, you with a hat.
Ooh, that was too close.
You're conducting some sort of weather experiment. That's right.
Clever film technique there.
Maybe we'll bump into each other sometime again in the future.
Hopefully not.
Or in the past.
You're not making yourself ominous at all. Grab it, grab it. Oh, shoot. There he is, showing off those slick moves again. This is so cool, though, revisiting the same location and scene, but just from a different angle. It's right there for the taking. Oh, I didn't realize there were stairs there as well.
Well, Mr. Tan.
Dang it, man. This movie loves toying with me. I feel like it'll be easier to get from this guy, though, than Biff.
I'd like to have that in writing. Yeah, me too.
So cool. All you gotta do is cause a distraction. Get him to come out. Just grab it, man. You can outrun him. Just grab and go. Oh, jeez. Okay, there's no excuse now. Oh no. Shoot, bro. What a freaking turn of events. I did not expect that. Still great the second time. I love this so much, seeing everything from a different perspective. It's so cool.
Hey, it's him. He's in disguise. Guys, what's that?
If these movies have taught me anything, it's how to get out of a sticky situation. Something's gonna screw up, man. Yes. The double tap rule.
I'll be landing at the school roof in about 1 minute.
I'll be there.
I'm feeling just like the first one. Something is gonna go wrong before they can leave.
Where you going? You chicken?
Ah, can't ignore the forbidden insult.
Nobody calls me chicken.
Steal my stuff.
Shoot, dude. It was literally right there. They were so close.
Minnesota 42-14. Ohio State beat Iowa.
This movie.
Severe
Let it go!
Hit the grind. Nice. Get out of there. Oh, there's the DeLorean lights. Yes. Oh, is he gonna hit another manure truck? Oh, brilliant. So satisfying. Love it.
It's okay, right?
That's right, Bernie.
Oh, is he gonna get struck by lightning?
You don't want to get struck by lightning!
No way. What? Oh my gosh. Who's this? He's set to W for Wumbo.
I've got something for you. A letter.
They tried to make us think he was gonna shoot him.
We've had that envelope in our possession for the past 70 years.
Doc went way back. How is he gonna get back there though if there's no DeLorean?
There's only one man who can help me.
Yes. Oh, this is sick.
From the future.
Great
Oh my gosh, what a freaking ending. That was brilliant. What a freaking movie. That was so good. I loved that. The first like 20 or so minutes, I was like, this is probably going to be another fun movie. But the kind of magic of the first one was just being replicated. And I'm like, oh, it'll just be a little bit repetitive. We'll just see the same kind of story, but just in the future. And then they went back and had all the crazy stuff with Biff changing the storyline, and then it just went way different than what I was expecting. So I loved it way more than I thought I was going to after the first little while. But it was just fantastic. Just a great story. This one just feels a lot more thrilling than the first one, even though they both have kind of dire circumstances. There's a lot of pressure to fix things. This one just felt a lot more serious and dark, even with some of the themes that they were introducing. So I appreciated the contrast just to keep things interesting and fresh. I really liked that. And then again, they throw in a cliffhanger, even a bigger one than the first one. So I'm super excited to see what's in store for the next one. And I know I mentioned I watched this one 5 years ago. I honestly think when I watched it, I stopped watching after they go back from 2015, because I don't recognize anything after that. Maybe I just forgot it all, but I felt like it was the first time I was seeing everything. So that was definitely cool. Definitely provided a good experience. But yeah, the writers of this movie are just hitting it out of the park. It's just so entertaining, so fun. Love the acting. Obviously, the main two actors again do a great job. We see a little bit more of Jennifer, mostly at the beginning, but she does a good job. And the acting of young Biff in the beginning when he's Griff in the future, I thought some of the acting and stuff was a little bit corny, and that's why when it switched to kind of the new darker storyline after they come back from the future, I liked it a lot better, because then we get back to the original young Biff, which I like him as a villain. He works really well. Same with the old Biff. And surprising that they went for such a kind of evil villain, much more dark than the first movie, where it doesn't feel like there's a true evil villain. Biff's in the first one, but he's just kind of there as a bully character. But this one, he's a true villain, so I appreciated that. And the score again was great. Loved hearing the theme again. And obviously I'd watched at least the beginning portion of this in 2015, and even 5 years later it's still funny to see their interpretation of what 2015 would have looked like. And there's been a couple of things that they got right, but a lot of it they didn't predict accurately. I mean, it is a 30-year difference, which is pretty drastic when you think of 30 years from now. Who knows what will be the case then, but it's fun to kind of see their interpretation of it. So if you made it to this point in the video, thank you so much for watching and checking it out. I appreciate your viewership, and if you're subscribed, I appreciate you being subscribed and liking the videos. Definitely helps me out a lot. If you leave likes, definitely helps the channel grow, and it helps me to be able to reach more people with my content and want to make more videos. So if you're new, definitely consider subscribing and turning on those notifications so that you know when I upload. And I'm going to keep uploading for now, for every day while I have the time. And so I look forward to seeing you all in the next one. And until then, peace.